I just don't even know. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. What I don't know is that I don't know. Is this? Hello? Hello? You're on. The mics are on.
Hello. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Y'all, welcome back to the Get Right Radio Show. Look, moment of honesty. It's been a hard few last weekends, a hard few last Sundays. Kelvin has been at homecoming. I have been trying to keep a roof over my head. It's been a very hard time. We are back this week, but the amount of technical difficulties in studio
it makes
today.
no fucking sense today.
The amount of technical difficulties in studio today is just like, yo, what is happening?
You missed one meeting, everything just changed. I don't even know if y'all can hear me.
Child, I pray. We're not even using the same systems no more.
Did y'all hear that?
I think so. We heard it. And there was frequencies, so I believe that they heard it.
I don't even know what's going on.
Why didn't the theme song play?
I don't know. I don't know. Look, we are having a mental breakdown live on air right now. This is really happening. This is the Get Right episode 262, the live breakdown.
Oh my god! All those numbers together add to 10 now. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is 1. I don't even know how that translates to it.
Let me start over. The beginning from the 10 up. That's what that means.
Because baby, at this point, I'm looking at all the signs. I'm just like, what is happening? Why can't we hear any? Y'all, we want to have a great show for y'all. We are so excited to be back. We had a FaceTime conversation yesterday, and we were talking about getting back to it. We just a little thrown off at the moment. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, at least give me the sound effects. What is that about?
I don't even know. Are y'all watching this just as stressed as us? At least we look cute.
Yeah, at least, but come on.
Oh my goodness. If you're out there.
Is that headphone light supposed to be on?
What headphone light?
At the bottom.
This one?
Yeah.
Let's see. No. This headphone light's supposed to be on.
So then that one can go back off, I guess.
I don't know. I'm just going to keep it on.
Well, now we know that's mute.
This is a live breakdown.
Go to the
This
right.
is worse than when Mariah Carey was on TRL pushing that cart of ice cream.
Oh my God, I remember that. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I remember going to YouTube and researching it.
I remember it.
Really?
Yeah, I told you I didn't watch cartoons at the job. And TRL, Carson Daly, my idol.
Yeah, I know. You used to have a crush on him.
On Carson Daly?
That's what you said.
No, that's what Carson said.
That's what you said.
I didn't say that. That's what Carson said.
That's
Carson may have said I didn't have a crush on Carson.
That's crazy that you would put words in his mouth like that.
He's trying to put things in my mouth talking about I had a crush on him.
But okay, if you scroll to the right of the sound effects side,
over to the left.
Pull the screen towards your left. Okay. What's happening?
I don't know why Eric's still trying to figure this out live on the air. Just start the show, Eric.
I just think it's important.
Just start. It's burn out. This is how we're gonna get.
That's so sad. Not the fade out for transition. Okay, I'm tired. So as mentioned earlier, you are listening to the Get Right Radio Show with the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devante.
And it's me, the mutest bitch on the block, Kelvin Unique.
This is crazy. You know what? Let's focus on the positive.
Crazy.
How have you been?
How you hitting me? I'm having a live mental breakdown. When people go back and do our E True Hollywood story of how our lives went, they will pull up this episode and say, this was the beginning of this was the moment he broke. This would be it.
It'd be like that. Because like, what is happening? It's so many things.
So let me just walk through. We walked in. When I walked in, the screen was so small that you couldn't read anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the computer wouldn't turn on.
Mm-hmm.
And then we turned the computer on, and that was all discombobulated.
The right monitor was not working.
Not working. And then Eric just decided to turn the TVs off. Thought that was gonna fix everything.
In part, I believe it did.
And then I had to reset things. And then we get here and we doing a different system, and now we have no sound effects.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I went to homecoming last week, and then friends from old group me came. So the group me, we had a chaos group me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like D9, K9, D5, the men. If you,
so like with the guys,
LGBTQIA group of D5.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, so a lot of them were in town this weekend, so we went out to the Trunks last night.
Mm-hmm. Were any of them cute?
Some of them are cute. The cutest one I thought was so handsome, so handsome.
Mm-hmm.
He was chocolate,
mm-hmm.
stocky,
mm-hmm.
His braids were fresh,
mm-hmm.
hairline good,
okay,
outfit nice.
Yeah.
I looked down.
No.
He had on Chelsea boots.
No. Oh.
He had on Chelsea boots.
He was gay.
And I don't know how long I've been following this here at the Get Right. But y'all know one thing I do not like on a man is a pointed toe. I do not like a pointed toe.
So pointed.
First lady. Take them boots off. Why are you in the club with these boots on?
And they all come to that really stiff point. And you know your toes is not at the edge of the shoe.
You know your toes not at the edge of the shoe. So
no.
What are you trying to why are you trying to get stuck in corners? What are you trying to get from that corner that you need that pointy ass toe? What crevices is over there that you need to reach into with your foot that you need that pointed ass toe? He was so handsome. So handsome. It was like, oh man, he's so handsome. And Snoop said, look. I said, what, Snoop? What? He said, look at his shoes. I said, oh Lord, I looked down. Boom.
Yeah, not the Chelsea. Not the Chelsea.
You know, I don't despise all Chelsea boots. I'm not a Chelsea boot hater. But it's just the pointed toes are a no-go. The brown ones that run over are a no-go.
Wait, the brown ones that what?
The suede brown ones that people wear and they just run over.
Run over as in like
collapse?
Oh yeah, like Uggs.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
No, I'm not. Wear a boot. You can definitely wear a boot.
Mm-hmm.
I love my Doc Martens.
Yes,
I even love like the YSL and those type of boots sometimes. Mm-hmm. But it's something about that pointed toe.
Yeah, it's just very long. It's very like Walker Texas Ranger.
It gives pops from the Wayne Brothers.
Really? Yeah.
I feel like it gives what's the player from the Himalayas?
Oh, Brumman on the fifth floor? No. What is it?
Jerome. It gives very Jerome in the house.
Yeah. Oh God, you're making it worse. Jesus.
I'm making it worse.
Yes, because I wasn't seeing any of that.
I'm making it worse.
With Chelsea boots. But you're right.
It gives very much Superfly.
Yeah, geez.
It gives very much perm in a fur coat. Very much Halloween costume. And if you are a Chelsea boot wearer, I love you. Mm-hmm. I congratulate you on your Chelsea boots. I think that I love that for you. But as for me and my home, we're gonna gym it out.
Okay, look, I'm not mad at it.
Sneaker it out.
I feel the same way. I don't hate Chelsea boots, but like I am not an advocate of all Chelsea boots. I don't advocate for all Chelsea boots. It's certain styles that look good, and most times people don't get those styles, I guess, because they're exclusive. So like, I just think it's a timepiece that has passed.
I think so too. I think just like fedoras. You remember? I used to hate when people used to wear the big brunch hat and then they have like a turtleneck, and then like maybe like some slacks, and it was like the plaid pattern slacks, and then the Chelsea boot. That was every gay black man at brunch, and then it went over to the straights.
I know.
And then the straights start wearing it,
and that's when we knew it went way too far.
Where did they even? What mannequin did they see that on? Was like, that's it. We all need to get it. It was the Alpha Fit for a minute.
It was. It's a damn shame.
They love bananas.
Okay, like I don't like them. That's what, I'm just gonna go back on my last statement and change that. I don't like Chelsea boots. I actually have Chelsea boots sitting in the house. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. But they were from when they were current, and I just never wore them nor threw them out.
Did you wear the brunch outfit? Do not lie, cheater. Still make your word your bond.
No, I've never had. I've had a fedora before that was black, but I've never pieced it together like that.
See, I have turtlenecks.
I love it.
I love a turtleneck. I think turtlenecks are so classy.
They are
so well put together.
Mm-hmm.
But when you put the whole fit together,
no, it can't be that.
You can't do that.
It can't be
fellas.
That fit. It cannot be that
fellas.
fit. No. Not the plaid pants that are really tight.
Yeah, they're really, really tight.
Yeah, no.
Really tight.
And then as men, our feet are so much bigger. So then like it just
looks long. It's not a clean silhouette. No. It don't look good. Rosa. I don't know why I said Rosa. Rosa was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know who that lady is.
Maybe it's a stud who wears Chelsea boots. No.
No offense to any studs named Rosa out there, but if I met a stud and she told me her name was Rosa, I would chuckle a little bit.
She's
it's a very soft name.
Because how parents know and they be trying to like diffuse the situation before it gets out of birth. Yeah.
So it came out like, oh, here we go.
Sometimes you just have an idea, like
baby kids are rough.
What if this little bitch is gay?
It's the daughter. Roof. Okay. Rosa. Rosa's her name. She's a little rough. We're gonna soften her up.
We're gonna soften her up, and she can't change this. Little does she know. But yeah, I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Rosa with the Chelsea boots.
But other than that, it was a good time. She
looks like Amanda Perez.
Hometown hero.
Is she from your hometown?
Amanda Perez is from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and every time I go home, she used to be riding around in this brown drop top Cadillac.
Was it like a nice Cadillac?
It was a nice Cadillac. I actually got her autograph once.
How is she?
On some groupie stuff. Why would I get her autograph? Shout out to not to say like she's not who she is, but I don't know why I was running around getting autographs in the 2000s.
Because Angel was a really big song.
Why was I getting autographs in the 2000s?
Because that was the time.
Do people still ask for autographs or just ask for pictures?
Mostly pictures because people like to finesse, but it depends. Also, you have to think how many people readily have a pen or marker on them.
No.
Yeah.
That was the time.
It's probably just photographs.
So what do you do with those autographs now? Like those are like vintage.
I mean, you can sell them. Shit sells. What was the thing? There was something that was just on social media that went for mad money, and I don't remember what it was. And I was like, this went for this much money? What was it?
I don't know, but speaking of like autographs, because we were talking, I was talking to Josh, and we were talking about signing things, like his little brother and sister signing things. They may be like 7, 8. They're twins.
Oh, cute.
And he was talking about them signing something, and I was like, "How are they going to sign it? They don't know cursive." And he's just like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "They don't teach cursive in schools." He said, "Yes, they do." I said, "Josh, they don't teach cursive in schools."
Are you confident about that?
I'm so confident about that.
Okay.
They took out cursive.
I didn't hear that.
Why didn't you hear that?
Because I graduated.
I used to work in higher education. Let's see. Is cursive still? Is cursive still taught in schools? They just put it back in.
Oh, child, the Indiana school system.
No, they took it out. They took it out and put it back in after 2010. So 2010, schools in the United States are not required to teach cursive under the writing guide laws set out in the 2010 core curriculum, but they put it back in this year.
Honestly, my cursive is still crap.
I don't know how to make a capital letter S. I don't know how to make a capital letter G. I don't know how to make a there's a couple of those cursive. Cursive is
it's an art form.
But it's like outside. When do you use cursive?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's very stylistic.
Because even like when you scribble a signature, it's literally a scribble. I don't know if anyone actually
knows what you wrote.
I don't know what I wrote, and my signature looks different every time. So
I know.
I hate to say that on here because now people are gonna force my signature.
How do they test the authenticity in the future?
Remind me to put a pin in that.
Okay. Oh, okay. In the gas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remind me to bring that back.
Oh, well.
But yeah, how do they like?
I'm caught up. Got me feeling it.
I feel like that was one of the things that I'd never used.
Yeah, cursive was a waste of time.
And it made my handwriting worse.
It did it?
Yes. Because now I write like cursive print. Like,
try and get by, but make sure it's like legible.
Like my K maybe in regular, but then my EL is like in cursive, and the VIN is like, or like if I'm writing something, it just looks like chicken scratch because they should just let us perfect regular print instead of try to throw curvy letters at us.
Yeah, that really came in left field for me, and it never really stuck. But my mom is great with it, and I was like, damn, I wish I could write like that.
Yeah, my mom had beautiful handwriting, but she always wrote everything in capital letters.
I kind of love that too.
And it was like so thin.
Actually, does my mom do that? No, she doesn't use caps, but like it's a certain way. But I'm like,
it's like, is that a way that they learned how to write back then? Because my mom's from the East Coast.
Where?
Mom, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Wow, I did not know that.
That's why I rock with you. I'm a bird too.
Well, I don't think my mom did any schooling in New York. I believe she did in North Carolina. So I don't know.
It's touching.
Yeah,
they border.
Black women of that time. There are certain things that I love going back to in that time. Black women, and there's like when you look at like people post pictures of their mom, I'd be like, damn, Black moms in the 90s. Because they all have like these dramatic earrings, the tips, the accessories,
top tier.
I'm like, wow, 90s moms.
And like the hello, boom, a little.
It was a time. I love that.
All the gold,
so
all
much.
The little pompadour.
Okay, a tooth cap, depending on the person.
Love to see it.
Those were the days. Those were the days. Okay, so Homecoming was a success. I saw. We loved the link up with you, and I don't want to fuck her name up. Is it Bianca?
Bianca, yes, my bestie Bianca. Shout out to Bianca. I love you so much. You know how much I love you. But yeah, me and Bianca had a wonderful time. We were celebrating 10 years of graduating, 10 years of Royal Court. It was so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. The fashion show was so much fun, but no one got pictures.
Being present.
I didn't get pictures. Well, I'm talking about the people that were supposed to take pictures didn't get pictures. Their pictures were trash.
Y'all paid people to take pictures?
Students were there to take pictures. If you're a photojournalism major and you're down there with a camera, you should be able to take pictures of us. Like, no one has decent pictures.
Not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily.
Because they are there to enjoy their homecoming as
well.
They
are not there. They're there to do a job. If you're standing up front with a camera, use your camera. Let me talk to all the students out there. Well, everything that I learned at Kentucky State University, I applied to me in my life today. And I'm going to say this to all the students out there that may listen to Get Right that don't know what they're doing. Everything you're doing right now is preparing you for your future career. If you want to be a journalist, everything you're writing right now, everything you research right now is preparing you for the future. If you want to be a photographer, no matter how shitty your photos are, this is preparing you for the future. So you should try to perfect those things because you never know when those are going to come in handy. You need the internship now, not later. They're going to ask for your photos, your portfolio. If this is not what it's supposed to be, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on?
Okay.
On this campus in my home.
That actually is really solid advice because the portfolio, the resume, and what is the terminology when you're getting hands-on experience before you graduate?
Internship.
Thank you. Internship. Do as much of that as possible. Do as much of it as possible Child, do as much of it as possible. Put yourself one step ahead of the game. Because the kids who did it are grateful that they did it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like. Wow. But anyways, other than that, homecoming was so fun. Shout out to Chris's cousin, Caesar. He makes this his company. He has a company. He makes edibles. So he has edible popcorn, edible chocolate, edible butters, edible sugars.
I know you was a mess.
And we take the edible popcorn every year for homecoming, and this year it did not disappoint at all. It never disappoints, but Caesar always gets us right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how right were you?
12. I was floating, and anyone at homecoming that's like, "Oh, Kelvin got Hollywood. He ain't speak to me. I don't know what was going on with him." I didn't see you. It was honest. The popcorn.
Mm-hmm. It's a good investment. Did you drink?
This year, I don't know if you see my photos. I had that bag.
Mm-hmm.
The bag was not just for fashion. I've learned after 10 years of coming back for homecoming that you need supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So in there was the popcorn, was some chocolates.
Okay.
Was like water to stay hydrated.
Love that.
Red cups. And a big bottle of Don Julio.
I know that's right.
Because I'm at the tailgate, I'm not about to keep tailgate hopping. Right. And then mixing people drinks.
No.
Although I love blue juice, I don't drink what's in blue juice no more.
Child. I don't think we ever should consume what was in blue juice.
I don't drink what's in Alpha Tea no more.
That's what it's called for y'all? Alpha Tea? Ours is jungle juice.
Oh, that's interesting. Did I call it New Punch or an Iota Piss?
We didn't have any Centaurs, so we didn't get to, but it was Piss whenever they did come around. Kappa.
But I'm too old to be mixing.
Yeah, so I need, especially because they're all already mixed,
and
way more than they need to.
And the Neos always got a new concoction. Try this, try one. So I did have some blue juice stuff.
Okay,
I did have some blue juice. My Neo made some really good blue juice.
Love that.
But other than that, me and my Don Julio were besties.
Was it Nuke Juice or Kappa Punch? I don't remember. No one's was really good. Ours was good. Ours was good.
And they were trash.
And then the Q's, because I love grape Kool-Aid. So it really like worked.
I've never had any oil.
Really? It's never actually so good because grape Kool-Aid's really good.
And that's really fun because it's not like I beef with the Q's. Me and Q's are cool. I just never had no oil. I also never asked for anything.
It's also very syrupy.
Oh, I don't need it.
All of that shit is syrupy.
It's all like,
blue juice.
It tastes like college.
Yes, like a migraine. Yeah. So I'm glad you had that bottle of water. I love that for you. I saw a lot of the homecomings were happening this weekend, and I just wish that my alma mater had the same school spirit. However, not going to a HBCU, I find that not all Blacks had as great of an experience as I did, and they don't always feel inclined to go back. I'm like, you bitches have no spirit. Y'all have no spirit. The only time they want to go back is when it's like a milestone event. So like if the Black Student Union turns like 60 years or something like that, or the Education Opportunity Program hits a milestone, that is the only time y'all ever want to go back. Y'all bitches is whack. I had a great time in college. I really wish we could like relive and catch up because I see so many of the people I went to school with like on some huge mogul type shit. And I would love to sing them their praises. But I'm like, y'all are late. Y'all act like y'all don't want to go back to the school. Y'all ain't have a problem when y'all was here. How do I know some of y'all stayed way longer than y'all needed to? So yeah, hopefully next year, something like that.
The homecoming was good.
Good. I'm glad to have you back.
I'm happy to have you back too. I missed you.
I missed you too.
You were gallivanting while I was gone though.
Child, was I?
Yeah, look at
you. Gallivanting?
Yeah, gallivanting. Look, you're so tired now because you've been gallivanting.
I'm so tired, actually.
Now, you were in San Diego yesterday.
Oh, my God, Kelvin.
What?
I was working I do social media work for, her name is Drea. She
Drea
is actually one of the alumni for the Bad Girls Club, like years ago.
Drea Michelle?
No, she was never on Bad Girls Club.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know her origin story.
So so Drea is really sweet. Like I always go up there. She takes good care of me. I get paid well. Bitch. So I went up there to do her single release party, took some pictures, ate some food, went to the club, had a great time. that night was a lot of men telling me I'm not gay, or I've never been attracted to guys, but you're very fly. And I heard that 3 times from 3 separate people in that night. I was like, this is a lot.
If they want to eat your butt, why don't you just eat your butt? Actually, let me stop that.
Yeah.
Let me stop that because I'm so also the one that's like stop doing that to straight men. So I'm not gonna do that. So I commend straight men for saying that your outfit is fly, but you don't have to preference it with I'm not gay. Straight men, you don't have to tell us you're not gay. You can give a compliment without wanting to fuck. I give people compliments on their shoes and their clothes and that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, your haircut's fly. Oh, your shoes are dope. All right, man, have a good day. And I don't want you. So you don't have to preference it just because you know I'm gay. Well, I'm not gay. No homo, but I ain't never took a dick, but
although based on context clues, they wanted to fuck. They were just prefacing and they were prefacing it that way for I don't know what reason. But I was just like, okay, it's giving you want to fuck, but you want to keep it on the hush. And I'm not here to do that. I'm here to work. So it wasn't happening.
I'm sure you got your little trade piece in San Diego.
None of them were trade. It just they were nice men. They were nice men. Great conversation. My confidence was boosted.
I wish we had our sounds. Gowns, beautiful gowns.
Okay, like it's fine. I don't have to hit everyone who hits on me.
Ooh, clip that and put that on the page tomorrow. That's just a right bar.
There, okay?
I don't have to hit everyone that hits them. This word is for someone out there today. Someone out there has a spirit of a Jezebel. It is looking for someone to attach to.
Okay.
But Eric has a word for you today.
I do not have to hit every man that hits on me.
Sando.
Okay. Remember that, y'all. Remember that. Take that with y'all. Ooh. So yes. Okay, so I went there, got paid, came back home. I put the money in my bag. Can't find the bag. Like my bag that hangs on my shoulder.
Yeah.
The money I made from this weekend is in that bag.
Wait, where did you misplace it from?
Like, I think on the charter bus. So not only am I physically tired, emotionally exhausted, mentally fatigued, spiritually, I'm actually fine. But everything else, stand on that. Like I was just like, this is crazy. Mind you,
crazy.
I lost that same bag last week.
Can we get a pen in that? Can we get that soundbite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, which one?
This is crazy. It's Icebox.
Okay, I knew I was gonna find the reference, but I was like, "Is that Usher?"
No, it's Mariah. I just like that. I just think we should have that.
Okay.
Every time something happens, this is crazy.
That voice shaking is crazy.
That's what he did. Did you not do that?
Yes. I'm also gonna find one of like Candy Burris when she's about to cry. It's a very distinct sound, and I want it. Don't talk about my man or my mama. That's not how she sounds.
But you know, someone actually got me. I didn't lose money, but someone hacked my card. That's what Gaff's about.
They hacked your card
through OnlyFans. $500.
Did you dispute it?
Yeah, I did, but I was in Kentucky, so they had to cancel my card.
That's good though.
But I was in Kentucky cardless.
Oh. Well, no, if you go to your bank, can't you get a temporary one? Is your bank not in Kentucky?
I'm with Chase, but I didn't.
Yeah, they can give you a temporary one.
That's a homecoming.
Calvin, that's an investment. You got to stop because you can't.
I have a card now.
Oh, good.
It's like $500 on OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's poor use of money.
Yeah, like if you want to hack me, at least get something substantial. But they refunded me all my money.
Good. Yeah. It's not like what was I about to say? It's not like you have the login information for you to look yourself. But that would have been good. At least you could have saw what they were buying.
I think it was all white women.
Oh no. That's all bad. I don't know why.
Shout out to the white women out there. We love the white women.
Just like gay shit, but it's not.
It's just not for me.
That's fine. That was your money.
It's not my company.
Your $500. If you don't want to spend on white poutine, then don't.
We went to somewhere in the same room, and I didn't see you.
Oh, we went to the Lil Nas X
We went
concert.
to the Lil Nas X concert.
I was tore up, child.
I had a good time. I went with my coworker Charlotte. Shout out to Charlotte. She's a good time. I love Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Oh, was this close to going backstage?
Were you? Mm-hmm. What stopped you?
It was just a lot going on.
Backstage or where you were?
Well, we was out front. My people was all the way over there. It was a lot.
What did you think of the show itself?
I thought Lil Nas X did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he had a really good show. I think his energy was good. Mm-hmm. He's fine. Chocolate.
He is a cutie, very much so. Mm-hmm.
I think that the show itself could have been just a little bit more polished. Mm-hmm. I think there were a couple holes in it. Mm-hmm. Things that didn't like transition well for me.
Like the axe?
I love the axe. I love that. But I didn't get the butterfly moment.
Oh, yeah, that one went over my head.
It was a misuse of props. Mm-hmm. There were like a couple like things like in the tracks, like the track was stopped. That's supposed to like create a moment, but there was no moment there. So that's just me nitpicking.
No, I just wanted you to get it all out before. I didn't want to interject, but
that's me nitpicking.
Look
at the person that I'm nitpicking.
That is his first tour
because you know who I'm talking to.
So that was Lil Nas X.
I'm rubbing people the wrong way.
Who are you rubbing the wrong way? What happened? Who are you talking to? Is this one of your hoes?
Not one of my hoes. Oh, but not mine.
Since you're rubbing people the wrong way. Boots? Ate you? I don't know.
We don't have commercial breaks, so you only
okay, unlike shit. Ain't even no gap in time to find out. But either way, this is Lil Nas X's first tour, so I want to give him grace in that regard. What I noticed is that he does have great energy. However, he needs to be aware of when the music is gonna cut, because he was moving the mic from his mouth at points, and the music was at the same frequency. I'm like, oh, child, yeah, you new to this. Like, you gotta at least sell the fantasy of you performing this live. But I could tell he was excited to be there. Yeah. The dancers really brought the show to life. Like, the dancers carried that shit.
Yeah, they did.
Shout out to Sean Bankhead for choreographing that.
Shout out to Sean Bankhead. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Christian. Did a great job. Christian Owens. Christian Owens. He's also a singer. His name is Owens. He has a song out right now. And it's on all streaming platforms. Go ahead and check it out.
We love that. So yeah, we were at the Lil Nas X concert. I didn't get to see you. I was actually with Dwayne and some of the men from In the Meantime. Mm-hmm. And it was a paid for concert, which was amazing.
That's really nice. Mm-hmm. What I loved about the concert itself is that the diversity of just people. Mm-hmm. There was like
Latinx.
It was all like all types of the spectrum of gayness, and there was like all spectrum of ethnicities and then straightness. It was a really good hodgepodge of people, and I think that speaks to Lil Nas X and the culture that he is.
Absolutely.
And like with how his music changes things.
It was a good free space. Like, I felt safe. I felt welcomed. I wasn't like crazy invested because I don't know that much of his music, so I couldn't sing along much.
I like the album. I knew some of it. I don't listen to any of the depressing stuff because I don't want to be sad.
Right.
But like, I knew Dead Right Now. I knew like Scoop. That's my shit. I knew of course the hits. But he brought out Saucy. And I was excited to see Saucy.
Santana did his big one.
Yeah. Saucy Santana, he's next. My coworker was like, now, who was that he brought out? And I said, oh, that's Saucy Santana. She's like, oh, so is he like a drag queen? Or I said, no, he's just
effeminate
presenting at times. He's like, oh, I thought he's so cool. And that's so cool for him to bring him out like that. So I think, yeah, it is, really is. Because like I think it's important since the rap girls can't get along,
Mm-hmm.
that the rap girls should get along.
Okay. Absolutely.
I think that they should be leaning on each other, and I think that it shows a good solidarity that we are not catty and that we can come together for the greater good of the music and the culture and the community.
Absolutely. And it's two different styles of music. Like, that's good to see and hear together.
Yeah. And I thought the song was about.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to come out.
Yeah, because they've been talking about it for a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Do you think it's gonna be in a series, or because there was cameras?
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed the cameras, and I also noticed the audience mics, and I also noticed the black screens were not on, like the screens that would normally like project the show. They weren't on. So I was like, maybe this is gonna be like.
But what?
I don't know, because I was kind of mad. Like, turn the screens on.
Love and Hip Hop.
They better not be on Love and Hip Hop.
That would be terrible.
No, it was real cameras. These were like concert cameras.
Oh.
These were not like GoPros. These were like concert cameras.
Maybe they're gonna like package it up and sell it.
Probably. That's what I was thinking too.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they should have told us, because maybe there were signs said recordings in progress.
Maybe. Honestly, after that second double shot of Hennessy.
Second double shot.
Yeah. We went to the bar. It was all free, Calvin. Not the bar, but like the people that we went with paid for almost everything.
That's lovely. That's a
child, I'm saying, God is so good.
When you do it?
So we went to the bar, ordered drinks, and he just gave he was like, how many you want a double? And then he put 2 of the doubles of Hennessy, and I was just like, this is a lot. And by the end of that show, I was aware and I was up and moving, but I was like, I felt kind of nasty.
You just drinking all that Hennessy at the concert?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take you out and treat you special. I'm gonna show you your worth. Because if you're out here drinking double shots of Hennessy at the concert,
at the Lil Nas X concert,
I want you to know your worth.
Child, I'm not proud.
I want you to, yeah.
Okay. You let me know. I'll be there.
All right.
Because baby,
they had Douce?
I don't think so.
They didn't have like.
The bar wasn't big. Like, it was low-key on a boat. I was like on a bar cart. It was before you enter the stadium, that area is a bar. Like how you come inside the dome, then you go downstairs, and then like you see this long bar and a bunch of doors where you go in. You didn't see that?
I didn't go in that one.
Which way did you go in?
We went in towards the left. When you come up the steps over to your left, and then there's an actual bar there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go in, you come down the steps and go over, and there's a big ass lounge that you can sit and have food and talk and stuff like that.
I did not see that. I think we were on different sides.
Okay. Come with me. Come to Death Row.
Okay. Wow, I'm tired of having my producers dancing in the video.
Yeah. I mean, Hennessy's cool, but free food.
Right. Also, Hennessy is nasty.
Hennessy, it's disgusting. You had double of it.
Mm-hmm.
What was the mixer? There was no mixer?
Mm-mm.
So you're telling me that you were sitting there sipping Hennessy straight throughout the whole concert, or were you chugging it?
Whole concert. Just sipping it straight.
You didn't ask for a chaser? You didn't ask like to mix it with pineapple, or was it on ice at least?
Light ice.
What was your goal? Did you want to see Lil Nas X?
I just wanted to be enthusiastic about the concert. I didn't know the music.
You don't want to print out a lyric sheet before you went? Like, you didn't want to choir rehearsal?
I didn't know what songs he was going to perform.
Did you get the booklet?
Yes.
I did want to say I did appreciate the production value. Like the booklet was really, really nice. You don't get those anymore. I thought the playbills that they got was really, really nice.
It was so cute. I got
my little. I'm into my new thing is concert merch. So I love to get my concert t-shirts. I like to get tour t-shirts because they don't have the dates on the back. It doesn't count.
Did you get a shirt?
I did.
Oh, good.
I did.
I got one too.
About that. Yeah. Which one you got?
It's just the one, like, it says Lil Nas X and it's like purple and pink and then like this little circle of him. Mm-hmm.
I got the blue one. They had the concert dates on the back.
I know that's right. I didn't pay for that.
Well, maybe they didn't need to come with me because you was
just honestly just going around off my light ice Henny.
Okay, light ice and Henny.
Ciao.
That's what's in here.
I don't know how you're about to get through this day like this.
This is light ice and Henny.
Okay, period. Fuck it up. Happy Sunday, hoes. All right, let's get into bitch.
I'm about to say, are we doing a show today or are we just catching up?
You know, it was necessary for us to catch up. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Now we back with the jump off.
Okay, it's time for bitch. You better read.
What's my favorite word, bitch?
Thank you. Number one.
Let's see if this works. Could we have been doing this entire show and no one's listening?
I don't know, but I would be like upset.
Could we have been on air for a whole almost an hour and no one's listening to us?
I don't know.
Nothing's working for us today.
It's 11:11.
I think it's a great time to end the show.
Honestly, I'm a little concerned. I'm like, how do we know?
I'm actually concerned too.
Was that your?
Oh, there's that. But now there's an echo. Has there been echo the whole time?
I don't
Testing.
know.
There has been echo the whole time because the headphones were on.
No shit.
So everything that they've heard us say in this hilarious ass show
has been an echo, except for StreamYard.
Except for StreamYard?
StreamYard, they'll hear it correctly.
Well, that's the only thing that matters.
Oh yeah, because this one isn't really. Oh yeah, they won't hear echo from that. They should not hear echo from that. But I also don't know. I don't know. Where are you going?
Walking out.
Calvin, you can't just walk out and leave. You cannot just walk out and leave. Calvin, you can't just walk out and leave. I don't want to. I'm trying to make sure everything is working.
Number one.
Okay, perfect. So Balenciaga decides to cut ties with Ye 2 weeks after Adidas placed their Yeezy partnership under review. I saw that. Ye appears to be on shaky ground as 3 of his high-end business relationships are no longer or nearly there. On Friday, October 21st, the parent company of Balenciaga reportedly revealed that the end of their partnership with the artist. Balenciaga has no longer any relationship nor any plans for future projects related to this artist. Parent company Kering told Women's Wear Daily. Kering did not elaborate on their decision. However, the decision is fresh on the heels of Ye opening their summer 2023 show in early October. Balenciaga's artistic director, Demna, and Ye collaborated on the show that went viral for its mud pit runway setup. It was just one of their latest joint projects following their Yeezy Gap engineered by Balenciaga line released in February. The Balenciaga news also follows another partnership crumble involving Kanye West. On October 7th, Adidas released a statement praising the Adidas Yeezy partnership as one of the most successful collaborations in their industry's history. Numbers aside, though Adidas spoke on the importance of respecting concerning collaborations, seemingly insinuating a lack of such standards with Ye. They say, we also recognize that all successful partnerships are rooted in mutual respect and shared values. After repeated efforts to privately resolve the situation, we have taken the decision to place the partnership under review. Adidas statement said, despite the new partnership status, Adidas pledged to continue to co-manage the current Yeezy product, but Ye didn't take too kindly to the shaky relationship, choosing to express his grievances online. He posted a CNBC tweet announcing Adidas' decision and launched previously stated accusations against the company, saying, fuck Adidas, I am Adidas. Adidas raped and stole my designs. Just read into that one. Ye severed Yeezy partnership with Gap Incorporated in September. Another 3 weeks before Adidas' announcement, Ye cut ties with Gap. According to CNBC, the rapper's lawyer Nicholas Garavante sent a letter to Gap sharing concerns in August. Ye gave the retailer 30 days to cure its breaches, including distributing Yeezy products in stores and launching YZY Gap stores. Nicholas said Gap took no action in the time frame set. Kanye and Gap CEO Mark B agreed that their agendas weren't aligned. They say, or Mark say, while we share a vision for bringing high quality, trend forward, utility. Have you just been standing?
It's not even about Ye. This says Ye must be born again. People always think it's about Ye. But at this point, Ye must be born again.
Child, I don't know.
At this point, I don't. You know, it's really interesting.
That you still love Ye?
That what?
That you still love Ye?
I think that Kanye is a wonderful artist. I think he's a visionary.
Mm-hmm.
I think that his talent is something that we will remember, and his music are things that are time capsules and part of our lives. And when we look back on this life that we have lived, we will always remember the Kanye West hits. We will always remember what it felt like to wear Yeezys. We'll always remember when he wore this. Always remember when he did that. But in the same vein, I know it sounds really extreme, we will also always remember how good it felt to step in the name of love for the first time. We will always remember how good it felt to hear Your Body's Calling Me. We will always remember the first time we heard Wipe Me Down. We will always remember the first time that we heard You Can Have Whatever You Like. We will always hear those wonderful songs, but we cannot continue to allow people's music to simply coast people through when they do dumb things. We say, oh, well, that's just them. Oh, well, he's speaking his mind. Oh, I say this all the time before other things when I talk about racism and things like that. People are okay with it till it barks up your tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it barks up the tree, everybody wants to cancel.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that Balenciaga, Adidas, Gap should have all severed ties with Ye over the anti-Semitic comments? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I don't also know why it took that for them to be like, this is too much. When he was out here talking about Kim P. Davis, it was okay. When he was out here threatening Kim, it was okay. When he was out here doing all types of other crazy stuff and saying crazy rhetoric like slavery was a choice, it was okay. But now that it barked up the anti-Semitic tree, now everybody's all up in arms. Like, you can't say that that's racist. First off, Whoopi Goldberg already said it's not racist because Jews aren't a race.
Judaism?
Yeah, it's not a race. It's a religion. And we're not going to open back up that whole can of worms again. Because you can't, and also Ye can't be racist because he's black. And we say this all the time. You can't oppress if you are oppressed. The definition of racism is oppressing a race because they're lesser. These all might get me canceled, but these are all facts.
Speak your truth.
But do I think what Ye said is fucked up? Mm-hmm. Yes. Do I think he needs to get some help?
Yes.
Yes. Do I think that people have a right to be upset? Hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that he should lose all his partnerships and the deterioration of his character and things like that? No. I think that there is a chance for us to rally around him and get him help. I don't know who's on his team. I don't know who's around him. I don't know who's in his circle, but people need to help. I think us as a community, we are so quick to tear down someone as soon as they go off the ricker and not see what really is the issue. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what the problem is. We have to see what the issue is. I don't think we get into the issue. Everyone keeps saying, ever since his mom passed, he ain't never been the same. He ain't never been the same as his mom passed. Okay, well, if we are saying that, then let's somebody, the elders in the community. I'm pretty sure Jay has tried to reach out. I'm pretty sure other people try to reach out. But this is when we need the elders. Harry Belafonte, he's still alive. James L. Jones, somebody that he's going to respect.
Child, who will he respect?
I think he will respect somebody older. Patti LaBelle, Auntie Patty.
Okay.
Somebody pull Kanye to the side and say, look, baby,
this is a lot.
It's a whole lot. Because it takes a village. Mm-hmm. Just like in our hoods. Kanye is no different from us. Like if we were in the neighborhood and somebody was acting, we were acting up like this, one of our aunties or somebody elder in the community would be like, why would you do that? Mm-hmm. What's going on? Come here, talk to me. And that's what needs to happen now. You need to come here and talk to me. Am I sad that all his stuff is gone? No. I will admit, I did not want to wear my Yeezys. I was that upset and that hurt by his comments. And I was like, why am I that hurt? I think it's because for a lot of us, Kanye was a voice.
Mhm.
And he was like, we saw ourselves in him, especially after watching Genius and just knowing his journey and his struggle. We all started to rally against him again, rally for him again.
Mm-hmm.
And then when these comments and just all these left field things, it's like it hurts you because it hurts to see someone that you looked up to make a fool of themselves in the name of, I don't know,
Consistently making a fool of himself.
It hurts. And it hurts to see a black man do this. Like, above anything else, someone that I connect with, like, ancestrally.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
To see someone, like, really fall off like that.
I can definitely understand the frustration around it. I'm not as invested in Kanye West. I respect him artistically because he is the same man that gave me the new workout plan, and I will forever be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still the envy of all my friends, and I put me a baller, man. I don't have to work at the mall again. So thank you, Kanye. But no, on a serious tip, like, I just can't get past all the stupid shit that's been said at this point. Like, I don't do it with Boosie. I don't do it with T.I.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it with Stacey Dash. I don't
Mm-hmm.
do it with anyone. I have to have a certain level of investment in you. Like, I think the person I've been most invested in like that is Azealia Banks. And I was holding on tight. But with Kanye, it's just like, it's this power struggle. There's a lot of ego in there. It's detrimental to the community. But what I will say, and what I do want Black people to take note of, is notice how fast the Jews rallied behind their cause when he was disrespecting their community. Jewish people started Hollywood. They are the head of Hollywood. They run that shit to a T. Okay. Yes, Black people may be the majority of the talent and face that you see, or like cultural essence. However, the showrunners are Jewish. So anytime you think you're going to say some slick shit about the Jewish people and their struggles, clipped, cut, done, bring the next person in. And that's how Black people, that's how all cultural groups need to move. White people navigate the same way. White people keep white people in positions of power. Nepotism, for those of y'all that don't know what nepotism is getting certain opportunities based on who you know. White people thrive in nepotism. Asians do it.
Mm-hmm.
Even Latinx communities, like Latinx communities don't necessarily have enough power to be like pulling too many strings, but what they do is support their community down. Mexicans go hard for Mexican culture. Puerto Ricans go hard for Puerto Rican culture. Dominicans, etc., etc. So, like, Black people, I'm not saying that this is a time for us to rally behind Kanye. I don't necessarily share the same sentiments as Kelvin because I'm just like, enough is enough. I'm not saying throw him out to the wolves, but there can only be so much self-hatred and disrespect that's tolerated within the community. And that's just not with Kanye alone. I'm talking about with everyone who decides to turn their noses up at the Black community. Like, the same way that the Jews rally with each other and cut that shit out, that's what we need to do. We have buying power in this world, marketing power, because we're like the biggest consumers of all things pop culture and entertainment. Like, we have all of that, and we're just not as tapped in as we could be.
Because we're separated.
Yeah,
we're divisive.
Fighting for like subcategory, or not even sub causes or subcategories, because that kind of downplays the causes. But like, we don't have a overarching goal. Everyone is kind of like, I'm more of a victim, so I need to focus on this, but I'm a bigger victim, so I need to focus on this. Like, we don't even talk to each other in the street half the time. So I guess the point of this soapbox session was to let y'all know that we have more power than we are exercising. But as far as it goes with Kanye, I ain't got no more energy. I just want to take his meds consistently and then pop back out.
I think he needs a break.
Maybe.
I think he needs a break.
I feel like if he takes a break and he's not surrounded by the right people, he's going to become worse.
I think he needs a break with a counselor.
A good one. Good counselor.
Someone to listen to him and help him talk through those things.
Mm-hmm.
Because that man got a lot of issues and demons.
It's not given. It is not given. Number two. A Florida student gives her classmates $13,500 from her grandma's save. A Florida teen handed out $13,500 to her classmates. An investigator says that she stole the funds from... Hold on. I'm reading this how I want to read it and not as it's written. A Florida teen handed out $13,500 to her classmates, and investigators say the stolen funds came from her grandmother's safe. The philanthropic effort, assholes, took place Thursday at the Lake Weir Middle School in Summerfield before deputies received a call about the funds. School officials said that they searched the girl's backpack, finding $2,500, and added that the student claimed that a former student gave her the money. Girl.
Former student was a drug dealer?
I mean, flipping Lucy's. Later that day, investigators said that they determined she had broken into her grandma's safe and stolen $13,500 of her life savings. Damn, not from your
Of
grandmother.
the grandmas or her?
Yes, no, the grandmother.
Wow.
However, the motive for the theft is unclear, and officials recovered approximately $700 from other students. In addition to the $2,500, the money was returned to the girl's grandmother. Authorities say the girl is facing a grand theft charge for breaking into her grandmother's safe. While speaking to investigators, the girl confessed to using a screwdriver to break into her grandmother's safe and taking a stack of $20 bills, then handing out the money during a school trip.
She said, "We about to get lit on this trip." I wonder when.
She advised she took a stack of $20 bills the size of about 6 inches out of the safe. School officials released a statement to parents about the theft and asked for the return of the money as soon as possible. We would like to recover this money for the grandparents. If you speak with your children and if they have received money from the student, please turn it into our school resource officers. A parent who spoke to KDFW said her daughter told her about the situation after the teen attempted to give her money at school. That's when she was like, "Yeah, mom, the child did come up to me and ask if I wanted $100. And she said, no, it's got to be stolen. I don't want nothing to do with it. I really hope it gets recovered because that's so devastating. I feel really bad for the family." Like, this little girl's not stealing from her family. I don't even know that she's that little. She's in high school.
Yeah, she's grown. You know, she's probably, and they love to make them look like children and naive. But she's in high school. She knows a lot damn better. She knew enough to get a screwdriver to break into the damn safe.
Oh, my brother did some shit like that before. He was staying with me and my aunt for the summer, and I did not know this, but one day he was like, "Oh, I found a bunch of money in this backyard." So there was this lady that lived next door to me, and at a point she had passed. I don't know if she had passed at that time or whatever, but he was like, "I found this money in the backyard. You want to go get ice cream or something?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure," because she had died. I'm like, maybe she did, like, I don't know, a will or whatever. So if someone found it, so we're getting ice cream and all that shit. Mind you, my mom pulls me into the room. She was like, "Did you take money from here?" I'm like, "No." She was like, "There was money for me to get a new TV." And that was the money he had, and he was saying he got it from the backyard. My mom whooped his ass.
I bet she did.
I was like, "Bro, how can you be so
ate your
calculated?"
TV money.
Well, some of it, not that much. I mean, we just went to the ice cream truck, but like, had I not known what she found out, that was bad.
I bet.
It was bad for me, but it was bad for him. I still got my ice cream.
No, I think the lock her up.
Lock her up?
No, I don't know. If you were the grandparents, would you press charges?
I wouldn't press charges. Would I be reluctant to have her back in my house? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she wouldn't be able to come back in my house.
Like, you stole almost $14,000.
And I think I may press charges just to scare her.
Child.
I will go through the whole court process, and after it, because it wouldn't. Does it cost me if I take her to court? Or wait, are these federal charges?
I don't know.
Because if the federal, that means that the parents didn't do it, the government did.
I don't think it says.
I don't know if I would press charges or not. I don't know.
I mean, you can shake her up a
ass
bit.
whooping. Would you have taken the money? Well, clearly you took the ice cream. So would you take the money?
Yes.
Would you return the money?
At that age now. And my mom told me to, yes. If I had the option at that age now.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah.
I was a blessing from God.
Hell yeah. Are you dumb? The fuck? Who's that rapper that just did that shit? Young Jock. Actually sent the 1800 to somebody, was like, "Oh, there's a bigger blessing on the way. That was an accident. Can you send it back?" No, for me, dog.
I seen shout out to Kendra. I seen her at homecoming. She looks lovely.
Kendra.
Young Jack's wife. Do you watch Love and Hip Hop?
I can't. I stopped after a while because the storylines were so clearly fake.
Kendra and Jock are going through something on there right now, but I've seen her at homecoming. She looks lovely. She looks healthy. She looks happy. So
Is it
shout
Kendra
out to-
G?
Oh, that's Kendra G from the radio.
Oh, I like her.
This Kendra is a graduate of Kentucky State University. Is a lawyer, a practicing lawyer.
Okay.
She's also a devastating leader of the Alpha Pi chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
I love that.
Shout out to Kendra. Shout out to the Thoroughbreds.
Love to hear the girls is getting down.
Yeah, she looked healthy and very happy. So shout out to Kendra. Always love.
Yeah, I love that. But yeah, I would have whooped her ass, and she's not coming back to my house.
Yeah, I would have that. She's banned from the house.
Yeah, that's done.
Christmas forever, no gifts.
And you're offering the money out. Like, what are you doing?
What field trip was that? Were they at the zoo? Were they in high school? So they went somewhere. Yeah, they probably went somewhere like cool. And she probably thought she was like it. I'm gonna take this money and I'm gonna hand it out, and everyone's going to be like, "Oh, that's definitely the prom queen this year."
Okay,
it's gonna be so. Regina Gregg, who? Regina George, who? I am the bee's knees now. I wait till. Oh my gosh! Do you know Jessica gave me $100? What? She had more. She had stacks on stacks. She just handed out like she's some rapper or something. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, "I'm gonna be her. I'm gonna be her." And then I asked my daughter, and she said, "Yeah, I didn't want it because it seemed like a stolen." Your daughter took that $100. Your daughter has that $100.
Absolutely.
Now, when she come up with some new clothes for Forever 21, and you be like, "When'd you get this?" And she ain't got no job because her part-time job ain't paying that much.
No,
that's what happened. I am telling you, that's what happened.
The $100.
The $100. The hundo.
It happened. Don't sleep on your kids.
Don't sleep on your child.
Okay.
Because even my innocent self and all my innocence in high school, somebody was like, "Here's $100." Like, what do you give me $100 for? I'll just take it.
I mean, yeah. What else needs to be said?
In my bra.
Crazy. I'm trying to figure out the story I'm just gonna do the last one.
Okay.
Okay. Because it does need to be discussed. I'll try not to get on a soapbox, but if passion takes over, it takes over. 3 and 4. Number 5.
Number 5.
Today, this is gonna be our shut the fuck up because it's
Shut the fuck up.
Sound effects. I figured that out because this was muted for some reason, and then that was on, and we couldn't.
Wow. Honestly, we're just gonna do what we have to do after this. Go our separate ways. Take a nap. And do better next week.
Try again next week.
Because it was a lot today. So a woman was attacked by teens on Washington, D.C. Metro bus after telling them to stop cursing. And this actually really upset me. I did not watch the video in full because I get tired of watching black on black shit. But Kyla Thurston was on her way to pick up her diabetes medication on October 17th before 4 p.m. Thurston said while riding the bus, a group of teens entered the W4 Metro bus and started cursing. The only thing I said was, "Can y'all stop the abusive language?" She explained to WDPE. Moments later, the teens became upset with Thurston's comment and started throwing objects at her. They started throwing objects at me and they started assaulting me. Thurston pleaded for help during the attack, but the bus driver didn't stop. After the attack, the teens grabbed Thurston and threw her off. "They ripped my jacket and threw me off the bus like a piece of tissue," she exclaimed. Social media users were stunned by the video and questioned why nobody assisted her during the attack. In response to the incident, Metro said the bus driver who was present during the attack didn't follow safety protocols. The policy requires drivers to pull over and stop and then notify a supervisor about any incidents. Metro's general manager has personally reached out to the victim to extend his apologies for what she experienced on the W4 bus on Monday evening. Generally, bus operators are only permitted at authorized bus stops unless they become more aware of a situation or that an incident is jeopardizing safety is occurring on their bus. In those instances, they can stop where it is safe to do so and use an onboard system to send an alarm and contact the bus operations control center for assistance from a supervisor or transit police. Um, mm, 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 mm. Our members are not social workers. Our members aren't trained to break up fights. Our members aren't trained to resolve the social issues that cause this violence. The problems our members face every day are far larger than something we can tackle on our own as transit workers. That's very lazy. Um, that is very lazy. And
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. That was a yawn with like some scratch in it. But yeah, like I hate that. I really hate that. And on top of it, I hate stuff like this because like for me personally, I know my mom, and my mom is one of those people that like she very much minds her business and keeps to herself. But if she does feel compelled to say something, she will say it. And if somebody did this to my mom, God forbid, like if someone did this to my mom, I would shoot up
done.
half the DC school system.
I was done.
Half the DC school system. Like kids these days have no regard for, I guess, like deference of life or like elderly or anything like that. Like there's no boundaries. Everything is like so out of hand. And I know we had people in our generation as well that were giving it up the same way. Like I've had people in my classrooms that slap teachers and do the whole nine, but like what the fuck? Like what is that?
Yeah, I don't get it. It's not cute. It's not cool. It's not. First off, I don't understand. I was just talking to this about with someone that I'm not gonna say that. I was just talking to this about someone about just how this generation, this newer generation, just does not have the manners and the respect.
They don't care.
I don't get that. Like
They do not
even
care.
though that we were like out and about doing the most, if an elder would tell us like, "Hey, stop all that cussing," we'd be like, "Hey, bro, chill out." Like, we are doing a lot. We are doing a lot.
At least
like,
until they leave.
Yeah, and then like, okay, let's chill out. And as soon as they got the bus, we back at the rah-rah.
Mhm.
But like the audacity of them to not only be like, "Hey, shut up," whatever, and then attack her
and throw her off the bus. Throw her off the bus. And like these are older people. Like you don't know if she has like a bad knee, a hip fracture, or whatever the case may be. Like you could have threw her against anything. Her head could have hit a curb.
Yeah.
Like kids don't. Some kids do not see a bigger picture for themselves, and they're doing like all this stupid shit. Like, did you see that group of white kids that like robbed that wig store?
No.
I don't remember where it was. I don't even know that the whole group was white. The main girl was white, but she kept using the word nigga, and it was extremely upsetting. It was so upsetting.
I don't need to watch that.
But yeah, they were robbing wigs, and then I think the hair owner tried to reclaim the wigs, and then they killed him. So they're done.
Wow.
I'm like, and it's not even a thing about like black kids, white kids, whatever. Like kids in general. I'm like, what?
They have a lack of respect. And I don't know if we're just getting old and now we're like those older people that used to like these kids have no respect, but these kids really have no respect. Like I don't think anybody in my friend group, even like the bad kids in like school, if the teacher, I don't remember them hitting teachers. I don't remember them like they may cussed out the teacher and thought it was like cute, but it never got to a point like it's physical.
I've seen it like once, maybe 3 times in my day. But
they
like,
hit the teacher?
Huh?
They hit the teacher?
And it's never been, yeah, the New York school system gets a very rah-rah, especially in Lower East Side Manhattan. It gets a very rah-rah.
My kids are going to Catholic school.
They ain't no better. They just cooped up. That's why they be slutting themselves out when they get to college.
Gay son and a whole daughter. I'll have both.
Silver lining. That's what it's about.
I'll have both.
But yeah, like I've seen that stuff happen, especially like when you really fuck with the teacher, or when you can see a teacher emotionally being overtaken, and it's like, this is hard to watch. And I'm currently a student at that point. I'm like, this is still hard to watch. I don't want to see this.
Did you ever feel like you needed to step in to say something?
I've had my times. It depends on the teacher because I was never like scared of anyone in school. Like you would have to be a really big kid in order to like put fear in my heart. But like I wasn't a big advocate or activist, but like if I saw that there was a teacher that was just trying to get through the day and do their job, yeah, I would speak up.
Mhm.
But if it's a teacher that has a reputation of being an asshole, child, better hope I don't start cursing you out.
Mhm.
So yeah, but my mom, she didn't play that. So I was very much like, let me just sit here, do the work, get the homework done in class so I could go home and do nothing. And yeah, I wasn't into that past like second grade because I did have moments where I used to curse the teachers out.
Mhm.
That's how I got in special ed.
Because you was cussing, so I thought you were.
They thought
Yeah,
I had
you had
anger
IEP.
issues.
Oh,
I was in there till 5th grade.
wow.
They would take me aside and give me like extra reading help and shit. I'm like, I don't need this.
Wow.
That made me more upset.
Yeah, I bet it did.
So I was like, the fuck am I in? I'm not dumb.
Yeah.
I was a rough kid. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Well, cussing out teachers.
Yeah, like what
I
was the
would
worst that
never.
you saw happen
The
in
worst
the school system?
in the school system, a girl tried to climb out the window.
For what?
I don't know, just being a badass girl.
Was it a
She
high
was a
window?
white girl. Maybe like second floor.
Was she gonna jump?
I guess. And we was gonna let her jump. Go ahead, girl.
Who stopped her?
Fly. Well, the window didn't open all the way.
It was one of those like
mm-hmm.
Oh, she knew.
We always over her too. I just feel like we always over, like we were all over the bad kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if I was like in advanced classes or what, but I don't think I was. But all my classes seemed like to be really peaceful. I really think that school systems block classes based off like behavior and things like that. I really
Yes,
do think
in part, definitely. There's some
I don't know-
strategy to that.
I know they don't do it in like higher education, and that's where I work. So I don't know how it works in like grade school. But I really feel like there's a bad class and there's a good class. And there's like I
Absolutely.
feel like they put people based upon those classes like that. So I never had like any like the bad students except like few. And it was like we always just look at them like, what's really the purpose? Like what the fuck is what are you doing? Like we all want to come to school, learn something, go home.
Yeah.
Like you hear it wilding out. Like I don't like math neither, but we gotta take it. We're gonna sit through this class.
Right. That's actually the unpopular opinion. Like in New York, it was very much like most were going up for it.
Mm-hmm.
You were kind of being a kiss ass if you went against the grain.
It's weird. Like even in college, I remember like a few people would try like with the professor, and we always just look at let's like
not with the professor in college, because they really don't give a fuck.
And
there.
then you get up the class, and you wasted your money, and we just look like, bro, like I pay for this. I'm just trying to get what I got out of this.
Get this
and
credit.
go. Like chill out.
But miss me with the rah-rah shit. I never came to school. That's a lie. I'm not gonna count after early.
Did you come to school to fight? Are you gonna fight at school?
I only once I got into like 3rd grade, I mellowed out.
Mm-hmm.
I was still in special ed until 5th, which was fun because since I knew what was going on, I was like, oh well, I could play a part. That was just for me. But no, I was actually very well liked. I wasn't a big fighter. I had a mouth on me, but still do, but like nowhere near as bad as it was back then. And yeah, but I wasn't really into the rah-rah because my mom was the type to come to the school and like.
Yeah, I've never gotten a fight.
I love that. I could see that for you.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was just always nice to people.
Mm-hmm. As you should be.
Now I'm ready to fight.
It's been long enough.
It's overdue for a fight.
Okay.
When I walk out here today and there's someone on the street and they look at me, I'm gonna fight them.
You want to be Brooke Valentine so bad.
It's about to be a what? I was channeling my inner 13-year-old girl on Maury. Yeah, I smoke cigarettes and I stole my mom's purse and I have sex for $5 and go to the clubs.
What's
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of that?
I love when I wear my clothes. She calls them slutty. I think I'm just being sexy. What's the matter with a 13-year-old being sexy? Yeah, one day when my mom went to work, I snuck in her drug cabinet and I popped pills and I drunk some of her vodka. Why does she have vodka in the house? She just want me to drink it. I'm not scared of anyone. If they come to me, I'm going to say, get out my face. And if they don't, I'm going to fight them. Yeah. You think you know? You don't know.
Period. Period.
Those are my favorite episodes of Maury.
They're so gutter butt.
Those and the overweight children episodes.
No, not the
I
overweight
used to be
babies.
so shook at how they had those overweight babies.
How big were they?
200, 300 pounds. And they're like 4 or 5. And the moms were like, I just don't know why my baby keeps eating and just keeps growing. I'm like,
So
the baby can't go to the kitchen. The baby can't cook.
mm-hmm.
The baby he just throws a temper tantrum anytime I don't feed him. And I just feel he's 4. He's gonna throw a temper tantrum.
Mm-hmm. He always wants his way. Or she always wants her way. But also, like, certain kids are just pre-genetically disposed to be bigger, which means you have to figure that out early enough and accommodate their eating habits so that way they don't get really big. I don't understand how some parents miss the memo that, like, if you are on the heavier side, there is a chance that your child may be, like, set up to be the same way. So you should try and, like,
get them active.
Yeah.
My family has always been on the slimmer side. But to want to make sure we're active, we're baseball, track, basketball, after school programs, the YMCA.
It's important.
Playing outside.
Yes, it's important.
Running outside. How about that?
Truly not celebrated enough. I don't even see kids play outside that much nowadays. But I understand why not so much, because people have been.
Well, also I thought about that too, but I don't think I live in a neighborhood that has children, but I was like, but we don't have a park nearby.
Not immediately. No. Mm-mm.
And there's no children in my building,
Mm-hmm.
but the children across the street, and I see them walking the dog. So I'll be like, what do they do? Like, where do kids go out and play? Now, across the street from me, before when they were playing that Achy Breaky Mexican version of Achy Breaky Heart 6 times in a row, there were children, and they used to run up and down the stairs of the apartment complex and make a lot of noise across the street. And they used to be like, why they make so much noise? But I was like, they're kids. Like, I don't know where they went. They left during the pandemic. I hope everything's okay with them.
Hopefully. Because a lot of life has happened.
I'm really thinking about it.
Definitely gonna pray that they're okay.
Me too.
So Kelvin, what you trying to do? You trying to?
No, I'm actually not.
Oh, zesty. Just kick me with
and
a
you
Chelsea
can't
boot.
Make me do it.
Just kick me with a Chelsea.
Send
boot.
me to boot camp.
Chelsea boot camp.
Do you want to go to this and this and not do this?
It's fine. We can do. Actually, we could do one and then just. Do you not want to give us a word?
The word is go to bed.
Honestly, that's what I should have did last night into this morning. I played. Also, I watched a little Shop of Hoarders. Not Hoarders.
Feed me, Seymour.
For the first time. Because Dwayne and I were watching T.S. Madison's interview with Damona. Don't Call Me White Girl. T.S. Madison was saying that she wanted to be Audrey too if they ever recast the movie. And at first I was like, I've never been interested in Little Shop of Horrors. Like, I was like, why? And then like starting to watch it, I was like, this is stupid. And then fucking Audrey, her voice, annoying.
Mhm.
Then as the plant came alive and all that stuff, I was like, yes, I can see T.S. Madison being this plant. This is not bad.
You didn't like Tashina and Tisha?
I loved it. I love their consistent singing. I loved their consistent singing because they sounded good the whole time. Everyone sounded great.
Yeah.
Like it was just kinda,
Finally see more.
it was kind of just like, why was I don't know. I never saw the hype, but last night I'm like, okay, I get it. Kinda. I give it a 7.
You know what I watched the first time? Hocus Pocus 2 weeks ago when I went on a date with someone I'm smitten about. We'll talk about later. And then I watched Hocus Pocus 2 last night.
Was it good?
I thought it was good, but I think I may have a skewed view because everyone said, "Oh, it's not good. The original is so much better. Original better." I think the original was cute. It was heartfelt, but it wasn't Oscar award winning. I think the nostalgia of it got people, and I thought that Hocus Pocus 2 paid a good homage to the first one, and it kind of pulled at my heartstring a little bit. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I knew that they were doing another Hocus Pocus, but I was like, until I watched the first one, there's no need to watch the second one. So I don't have an opinion on it. But
I'm happy that we are two people that have not seen the Hocus Pocus, did not watch it on our children, because a lot of people will shame you for not seeing Hocus Pocus.
I've been shamed for so many films.
Well, we know you don't watch movies. So.
Not a big movie watcher.
I don't watch a lot of movies neither. I just know references.
I understand some, and even now that I'm doing it, like I'm watching these movies some for the first time, and it's hard for the references to stick because I'm like, I'm the type of person that unless a movie really just gets me, I have to watch this a few times for me to start quoting it.
Yeah, like I was in our pitch meeting. There was like, "Do you have any new ideas that we want to develop?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was in my Uber, and my Uber driver was telling me about the casinos and like how the casinos are ran by the mob, and like there's this whole underground thing, and then like how the people there and the relationships they build with each other. I thought that would be really cool documentary, like a cool follow docuseries or a reality TV show." My boss was like, "Have you ever seen The Godfather? Have you ever seen the movie Casino? Have you ever seen another movie?" I was like, "No, I haven't." He was like, "Watch those movies and you come back and tell me if we should do that idea." And I was like, "Why?" I said, "Am I gonna be 6 feet under sleeping with the fishes?" He said, maybe we shouldn't be getting into their business. They don't need a docu follow.
Okay.
I said, okay.
Because in order to docu follow, you got to be up close and
personal. But I've never seen those movies. I didn't know they had anything to do with casinos.
Godfather, I mean, I didn't know specifically had something to do with casinos, but I always thought like mob mentality, money makes sense. Wise Guys, or is it Wise Guys or Wise Gals?
The whole movie named Casino. I didn't know that. Mariah Carey's in a movie called Wise Girls.
She's like a nurse, and they're like Italian, and there's some mob shit going on. She works at a restaurant with 2 other girls. One of them is like an undercover police detective. 99, 2000, or 01.
So this was pre-Glitter?
Or a nearby cousin. That was my shit though.
Justice for Glitter.
Justice for Glitter and the soundtrack.
Glitter soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks.
It's so good. The girls don't give it enough of anything.
Because it came out on September 11th. That's why. And it tanked.
Oh, well, no one could have planned for that.
No one could have planned for that, and they blame Mariah for it.
That's not fair. Because she did that. That movie is it.
Yeah, the movie is a good movie.
That movie is it. But yeah, so I don't know, but never been one for the mobster stuff, but I am trying to do better about, you know, my getting my movie repertoire up there. I'm catching up on Black films. I have to finish Love Jones. I've been watching certain ones over just for a different understanding. Like why do fools fall in love? I understood it so much better now. What else is? I've been watching more Black films now. I finally saw The Color Purple.
Okay. Just in time for the new one to come out next year?
I don't know why y'all wanted me to watch that oppressive shit.
Because I think that even though it's oppressive, there's certain movies and things in our culture that are so important for us to look at and watch so we can understand where we come from, where we're going, not just as a historical landmark, but as a cultural landmark. The Color Purple was one of the first time they had all black cast really in a big major budget movie telling stories of Southern freed slaves. And although it's not the prettiest story,
No,
it is a story that needs to be told. And it had so many heavyweights in there.
it
So
did.
many people that are pivotal to our culture and important to our culture now. I think that's why people tell you to watch Color Purple, because Steven Spielberg directed the fuck out that movie too.
Mhm.
He's not black, but he still directed the fuck out that movie. And I think it's one of those movies you have like Color Purple. Because if you don't know who told Harpo to hit Sophia,
Mhm.
that's a problem.
And the references are gonna make any sense.
No.
Yeah.
Or gotta go. I do it all the time. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know if you know that in the movie.
Was that
He
the
was like,
older
time
guy?
to go. When they at Harpo's Sugar Shack, like the Jew joint, when they was playing, and then the dude touched Sophia, and he punched her, and she punched him, and he closes like, "Oh, time to go."
Shit. Was it when it turned into like complete chaos?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Right to fight. He's like, time to go and grab this.
Got it.
I said it all the time.
Yeah. See, I have to watch it. I would have to watch it again to start like picking up the things I didn't catch the first time.
Uh-huh.
Cause like even the like seeing the Tyler Perry stuff.
Now it makes sense.
Now
right?
it makes sense.
Or same guy's trying to tell you something. Yeah, same guy's trying to tell me something. When Sugar Avery goes back to the church to see her daddy.
Oh yes. How did he embrace her again? Was he still cold to her?
A little bit, but he was,
Oh yeah, and then they all like marched together.
They all marched together.
Oh yeah, okay.
From the Jew joint all the way to the church.
Yeah. It's gonna take me some time.
I can't wait to see the musical.
With Fantasia?
Yes. Fanny's gonna eat. Danielle's gonna eat. Coleman the Mongo's gonna eat.
Coleman Domingo?
Yeah. You remember asking that question on the red carpet? I don't know if you
How to say your name?
No. I was like, his publicist, who is white, didn't like my question. I was like, I read it like, you are about to play one of the most hated black men in history of film.
Really?
I told him that. I said, how are you taking on that? He laughed. He's like, you're so right. People hated Danny Glover for years because of that, and I'm ready for the hate. And his puppet's like, oh, no, come on, wrap it up. It's like, if you don't know fucking culture, he's playing The Color Purple. He's playing Mister.
Right.
And he gave a good answer. He's like, this time we're showing the dimensions of Mister, so he's just not mean. We get to see him as a person. We get to see him and why he makes those decisions, those choices that he made. I said, thank you for answering that, because that's important.
Yeah.
But when you have publicists that don't understand the culture.
Just speaking out of turn, I hate when people regulate what I'm doing in an interview space. Sets me off, especially if you're not. I don't like it from an interviewer, and I definitely don't like it from someone who's not interviewing. The only people who better do it is like the actual PR rep for the event, because they understand the flow and timing of the carpet. But child, if you're one person's PR or another camera person on this carpet, don't touch me.
Please.
Don't touch me. Don't do this. Don't nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm very good about that. I'll ask my 2, maybe 3 questions and get it passed.
Mm-hmm.
But like these other people be trying to have one-on-ones with Diane Sawyer, and I'm like, who taught y'all anything? Yeah.
Get your top 3 and go.
Yeah, I hate when they bogart the carpets.
Sometimes I bogart the carpet.
You don't seem like the type.
If we were first, like if we were up towards the front, yeah, because you just have Access Hollywood 4 minutes. So I'm gonna get my 4 minutes.
Yeah. They don't be putting us near the front though. Maybe y'all because it was a bigger platform, but like us as a smaller black-owned platform.
Like at the Ebony Power 100, we were right next to. It was Access, Extra, BT, us.
That's a flex.
Yeah.
Child, shit got on. Oh, we need to wrap this up.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Y'all, it is time to go. Look. I want to apologize if today's show seemed a little sporadic or
because it was sporadic and chaotic.
Because it was a bit of that. Quite honestly, it's been a few weeks since we came back in the studio and things weren't necessarily working the way we know them to work.
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Also, Coven and I are running on like no sleep whatsoever, and we're about to go do another show now. So
yeah, shout out to Cocktails with Guys.
Shout outs to Cocktails and Conversations. We will be on for Guys Chat. And that is by friend of the show, Javante Wilson.
Shout out to Javante.
So y'all stay tuned.
I messed up that whole thing.
You know, that's what you gotta call. So I'm here to pick it up.
Thank you.
So yes, if you guys would like to keep up with me, feel free on IG at The World According to Eric, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Hiccups. Eric Devontae.
And you want to look at me lay down like this, look at me at Kelvin Unique. It's still $500 from me again. Kelvin Unique on Instagram. Flip that to Unique Kelvin on your Twitter. Make sure you're following the Get Right Radio Show on Instagram so you're up to date on what's going on with me and Eric and how we're moving the show to the next level. But also make sure you're that Good News Radio app. I think I don't know. I don't even know. I don't download the Good News Radio app for now. I don't even know.
And as always,
I don't know.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got right.
That's right. Get right or get left.
Bitch. This all better get right.